Today I'm going to rank all of the academic games, all 9 of them. There are so many different types of games and they're all fun in their own unique ways, but which is the best? I'll give the reasons for each game's ranking and why it deserves that specific rank. The ranks are based mostly on popularity, how fun a game is, and how much it helps you academically. I want to make a quick disclaimer in that I do not mean to offend anyone with these ranks, as they are only my personal opinion. If your favorite game is a little bit lower on the list than you anticipated, don't take offense as everyone has their own interests and passions that may make them like one game over another. One other note, comment down below your own rankings for the games, because I'm sure there will be some of you that have different ideas than mine. Anyways, let's get into our first rank. So the contestant that will be placed at 9th at our handy dandy ranking list is Theme. Theme is a game where players have to research and study a certain theme that is given for that year, which can range from Greek gods to influential women. There are a couple of reasons why Theme is ranked 9th, one of which is that the topic of choice may not be in your interest. If you enjoy learning about new topics every year and are interested in cool subjects, Theme can be a lot of fun and an exciting experience. But if that year's topic isn't in your interest, you're out of luck. Theme is also ranked 9th because it's one of the least played games in academic games. Although as time passes and more players join academic games, more players will play Theme as well. Other reading games such as Presidents and Propaganda get more participants than Theme. Regardless, for those who do play, it can be very fun and memorable. Current Events is ranked at 8th, higher than Theme, because it applies more to our current lives today. All you really need to do is read the newspaper and keep track of what's going on around the world to study for this event. So you're actually feeding two birds with one stone by not only studying to perform well in the event, but also learning about the events happening around in our world today. On the other hand, the game isn't as popular as the cube games and some of the other reading games. At rank 7, we have Onwards. Onwards is a fun cube game and it's kind of like the game Scrabble. It has an amusing dynamic to it and teaches you more about the English language, which can be useful in school. However, it's at rank 7 because a similar game relating to the English language, Linguistic, is a little more popular than Onwards. Once again, though, if you love Onwards, I personally do, keep playing it. It's an awesome game. The sixth best game, in my opinion, is Wooden Proof. Woof is a very complicated game for beginners and is often regarded as the hardest game to learn out of them all, and the hardest game for coaches to teach. However, once you get it, Woof expands on your higher level thinkings and logic skills, and the system of writing proofs that people regularly do in high school and college is a piece of cake for Woof players. On the other hand, a con about Woof and Proof is that it was recently eliminated from the national tournament and is now only played in the Michigan State tournament. However, if you do learn Woof and Proof, it is a very fun and a memorable game. At rank 5, we have Propaganda, a cool game where you try to identify what tactic of persuasion someone is using in their speech. Commercials and politicians often use these strategies in their speaking to convince you to buy their items or support them. For example, when a commercial shows you a cute dog's face and then tells you to support their cause, that's called appeal to pity because they're capitalizing off of your love for that dog. The game is fun because it's easy to learn, and the techniques of speech tested change every year, keeping the game varied. It also has a real life application, as even to this day, I can still identify propaganda when people try to casually slip it by me. Next, we have Presidents at rank 4. Presidents is a pretty popular game as it gets a lot of attention at the national tournament. The more major reason that it has a higher rank, though, is because it helps a lot with US history. Not only do you learn the US presidents, but you also learn their vice presidents, wives, their personal lives, the acts they passed, wars during their term, and major events, so that pretty much covers all of US history. It's easier to study to compete in a game relating to US history rather than studying for a test that you're going to have to take in a future US history class, which is why Presidents ranks at 4th. Time for the final 3. In 3rd place, we have Linguistic. Ling is an awesome game because it teaches you about the English language, including words, sentence structure, tenses, clauses, phrases, and more, which helps you understand the English language. It also helps you in standardized tests such as the SAT grammar and the ACT English sections that students will have to take in high school later on. Finally, it has a decent level of popularity in the state tournament and the national tournament. The game earning 2nd place in these rankings is Onsets. Not only are there cubes with operations and colors, but there are also cards that are drawn, which basically makes it a combination of a card and a board game. Onsets incorporates math in a unique way because you have to use cards that have a different combination of colors to try to reach an exact number called the goal. The branch in math that this game deals with is called set theory, which is often used in probability. Overall, Onsets ranks in second place because it's a popular, easy to learn game that incorporates a fun method of set theory and math. Finally, in first place, we have Equations, a strategic math game. Equations is often the first game that students learn. It's one of the easiest games to understand due to its simple nature, but can be made more complex with additional rules. It's also very fun because players have the opportunity to dump all of their math skills that they learn in school and at practice into a competitive game that incorporates problem solving. Kids love the sheer intensity of equations and how quickly the game can turn from one player's favorite to another player. And this intense aura makes it appealing to play. Additionally, equations helps improve a student's math skills significantly, and one will be ahead of their classmates in school. Similarly to linguistic, it helps in standardized testing, meaning both math sections of the SAT and the ACT math as well. And you're learning these high level concepts without realizing it because you're playing a game. Equations is the first ranked academic game because it's exciting, very, very popular, and puts students ahead in school significantly. Anyways, these are my rankings for the 9 academic games. This video is kind of different than the rest as it's more casual and cool. Comment your own rankings down below to give a different perspective. Like, subscribe, and turn notifications on to be the first to receive new content, and until next time, see you later.